What's up, people? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back. Thank you guys. I just want to thank you for all of the people who subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for returning back. And those who are new here, my name is Zaria. This is Just Life with Me. And on this channel, I'm definitely going to try to give you the most real experience ever into a more raw experience into my life, my ideas, my thoughts, what makes me tick. If you haven't watched my last video, you might want to go over there and watch it. It might help somebody. I was talking about my experience just being married, who I am and just things that bothered me even in this pregnancy. I am currently 9 months pregnant, due to deliver my baby girl, my second princess, this Sunday. So that is going on. So much to unpack today. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the the YouTube famous psychedelic the Jacksons of Atlanta. We're gonna be talking about them again, just because there's some things that rubbed me the wrong way after viewing one of their videos from the last video they put up. We're just going to go over some things because, like I said, I'm going to attack the things that I know nobody else is paying attention to, or the things that people are paying attention to but might have missed. So recently, a close person to Mr. Jackson, in this video, he's going to be called Mr. Drive the Boat, because he is driving and directing this ship wholeheartedly, and his wife is just following suit. So I got some time before my appointment, and I'm going to talk about these things. And whatever I don't cover, I'll do a part 2. So here's the deal. I was recently contacted by someone close to Justin who knew him personally as a teenager, right? Before he started this church, before the daycare incident, as a teenager. Let's just say that his ego has already been fully fed, fully grown, fully there, right? And so the whole issue becomes is that, you know, I asked in the last video, does evil always exist, or does it like grow over time? And the answer is it grows over time for some people. And then for some people it does, it does automatically exist from like infancy, from like your early childhood years into your adult years. So here's the thing. Sorry guys, I'm a little congested. I'm pregnant. If you've been pregnant before, if you're pregnant right now, you know that's what comes with the territory, especially when you got allergies. So just bear with me, guys. Don't troll me, but I'm a little sick. So back to Mr. Drive the Boat. Mr. Drive the Boat has decided to put a video out talking about how people will make a career out of, you know, you talking about them or hating on them. And I just want to say, I'm not making a career out of this. Honestly, I'm just a person who is fed up with them. And I decided to make some videos about it. I decided to vent to y'all because I felt like what better place to put it on? What better place to vent to than the people who also felt bamboozled and hoodwinked by them. So here's my take on this newest video that they put out. First of all, Tweedledee and Tweedledummer, they're just talking in circles. And for real, if you listen closely, they're talking about themselves. They're very delusional in a lot of things that they're doing. In their mind, they think that what they're doing is justified. Now, let's talk about how this new prosperity gospel is being preached and how people are preaching that if you say, for instance, God, what he said, God wants you to write that book, or God wants you to do this, and God never cared about riches. Not even tithing is really about money. It was about resources. It was about like your cattle, things that you made, things of that nature. God did not care about money. He never cared about money. Even the rich man is not going to make it into heaven. There was a story about the rich man. So the fact that you are claiming to be a pastor, $2 pastor at that, and you never once have mentioned that story, is crazy to me, because God does not care about prosperity, about how much money you got, about how much money you can make, about the things that you can sell to make money, books, merchandise, a YouTube channel. He does not care about all those things. He's going to judge what's in the heart. And it's what's in your heart that will either get you into heaven or get you into hell. And if greed is one of them, it says that in the scripture, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? So the fact that you are sitting up here telling people that that's your agenda, basically, and you're okay with preaching that to other people, says a lot about your character. You're a false prophet. And I've covered that in many videos. I don't respect him as a man. I don't respect him as a father. I don't respect him as a husband. I don't respect him as a human being, because at the end of the day, you're Mr. Drive the Boat. You're driving your family into hell real quickly. And it doesn't have to be this way, but this is what you're doing. You're leading your family astray. You're going actually further away from God than you're walking into God. And you've always done this. According to this person, this source that I now have that's been close to you, you've been this way since you're about 14, 15. Your ego is well fed by now, because your ego started at that age. You were trying to mimic the preaching styles of the preachers in your ministry. And you got caught up with the wrong crowd. Yeah, Mr. Jackson, you got caught up in the wrong crowd, and you were basically talked to about that. And like most rebellious teens, you didn't want to hear what they were saying to you. You didn't want to follow them. You thought you could do it better. You ain't want to sit up under nobody. So when you got a little bit older, you left, started the Anointed Church, and all of the bull crap that came with that, with the daycare situation. It didn't work out in your favor, swindling money from members, and you ended up leaving VA to go to Atlanta. And so now you scheming people in Atlanta. You've been scheming since you were a young kid, okay? Since you were in your early 19s, 20s, whatever. You've been scheming. You've been plotting. You've been planning. This has been a part of your nature since you were a teen, a preteen, a teenager, if you will. And so where I'm at with it now is, Mr. Drive the Boat, you know, it's not like this evil just popped up. You've been trying to break away from God, but still use God for your own evil gains. Right? Because now this new trend is, like I said, prosperity. People preaching, oh, you can sell those books, or oh, you can sell things in the church, or oh, you can sell merchandise in the church, or oh, you need an ice skating rink in your church. Oh, you should have a restaurant in your church. When did we get away from the love of God and start getting into the love of money? I'm from Cleveland. Y'all know about Bone Thugs and Harmony, right? For the love of money, trying to get that money. That's exactly what they're doing. And I believe they live by this. And a lot of these new age preachers, this new trend of preachers jumping on the wave, is that they are in it for the love of money. They are in it for the mega church feel, appeal, perks of being in a mega church. More money, less problems for them, but more money, more problems for their members, where you asking for W-2 forms and all of that nasty stuff that you're doing. And then all these scandals coming out about you, and all these different things. You're being exposed by other reactors. You're being exposed by the media and the news. I feel like Justin is really delusional. Like, how can you sit up here and it's like, if y'all notice, the stories that they use are like basic Bible teachings. They ain't going deep into what the Holy Spirit is. They really not going deep. And if you don't know your Bible, then you don't know that they're actually not they're not even touching the surface of what's actually in the Bible. Because if for real, the Bible is a teaching tool. The Bible is basic instructions before leaving earth. So that means that a lot of stuff that's in there that will correct them and rebuke them, they're going around it, which everybody knows. I hate heretics and I hate hypocrites. Heretics are people that pick apart the Bible to fit their own narrative, basically to justify their own actions and what they're doing. And this is what them two are. They are heretics. And like I said, I hate a heretic. You are sitting up here saying that everything that you've done is justified and that everybody's hating on you. Nobody's hating on you. What we hate is your sin, your outward blatant sin that you continuously keep doing and putting up in front of our faces every daggone week, every daggone day, every other day. We just tired of it. Y'all not addressing nothing. Y'all walking in circles. That's why I have a video about that, about y'all being a runaround king and queen. Y'all constantly keep lying. But back to Mr. Drive the Boat. For you, this is a message for you, Mr. Jackson. I'm coming for you with razor blades and lemon juice. And I don't mean that in a threatening way. I mean, I'm coming on this platform for you. I am tired of you. You get under my skin. You get under my skin worse than lotion. You get under my skin. You are very disrespectful to God, you are not going to be blessed. You forgot that the devil gives gifts too. The devil gives gifts too. Be careful about how much you're willing to go and how far you're willing to go. That you're willing to sacrifice morals, values, your wife and your children, the future of your children. You are inviting generational demons. You are inviting the devil to come and sit at your table. You literally open the door and let him come into your home through your love of money, your greed, through your pride. Nobody can tell you nothing. Nobody can correct you. And that attitude is not going to get you nowhere. You ain't nowhere near God. You ain't even touched the surface of who God is. You still believe that God would approve of your mess. When God don't even care about money. What God gonna do with some money? He's an omnipotent being. What is he gonna do with some money? That's the nature of a human. He ain't human. What do he care about some money for? And see, my issue with a lot of this stuff is, and I think one reactor pointed this out, you know who you're talking to. You know who your audience is. And a lot of people don't read the Bibles for themselves. A lot of people don't even know God for themselves. They just taking the word of somebody who's standing in a pulpit. And newsflash, Justin, you ain't in no pulpit. And you know this fool had the nerves to put out a video on his Instagram talking about the anointed church coming 2023. Did not say before, if anybody give him a church after all the stuff that he's put out on this, he's basically came out and said, forget y'all feelings. I don't care about you. Y'all can do what y'all want because we gonna do what we want over here. Who gonna check me, boo? Who gonna do anything to me? Who gonna say something to me? He got more sass than his own wife. And he put these things out there literally. And y'all and had the nerve to turn around and put up a video promoting their new church on their Instagram. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. Really? After all the controversy that's been happening between you and your wife, you had the nerves to go and put that on social media about you opening up a church with all the allegations behind the last church you had? God is not going to bless no mess. And I hate all these cliches, but that one is true. God is not going to bless no mess. God is not going to bless you. Be careful where you think your blessing's coming from. Because like I said, the devil gives gifts too. The only difference is when he give them, they temporary and they come with a price. Y'all got all these followers. Y'all got all this stuff. But at what cost? You selling your soul to get some likes and views. You selling your kids' souls to get some likes and views. You opening up the gateways and the doors to the devil. He didn't even have to, he just strolled on in. He didn't have to lay no bait, nothing. You know what the bait was? The fact that you automatically never wanted to literally like receive any criticism. You never want to receive any criticism. You don't want nobody telling you what to do. You can't be rebuked. You can't be checking. Then you quoting T.D. Jakes and he's the biggest snake of them all. He's the biggest false prophet. He's one of the biggest false prophets known today. And you're fine with quoting this man. You okay with anybody who is not going to hold you accountable. Not to mention, I also got word that you wanted to work for Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant, he's another one. He got women in the congregation he got kids by. His ex-wife is actually a star on Housewife of Potomac. She talked about it. You have children with women in your congregation while your wife's sitting up there in the front row as the first lady. Interesting, isn't it? And this is what I'm talking about. People will literally be okay with anybody who kisses their butt. They will be okay with anybody who allows them to do what they want. Because anybody that holds you accountable is a hater. Anybody that holds you accountable is beneath you. And stop getting up here acting like we are your congregation. We are not your congregation. You don't have one of those. And when you do get one, I'm going to still be coming at you with razor blades and lemon juice because I'm tired of you. I am sick and tired of you. You get under my skin like lotion. I'm tired of you. Your ditzy wife, and just everything that you have done. And let's clear this up too. The church that he was a part of, they had nothing to do with what he's doing. They tried to check him when he was younger. They tried to check him about running with the wrong crowd. He was already mixed into some stuff. They was trying to check him. He didn't like it. So like a typical teenager, when you get grown, they leave. And that's why the Anointed Church was started. Because if you notice in those clips, and if you go over to their YouTube channel, the Anointed Place Church, you will see that they were fairly young. Now, not much is known about Mahogany other than the fact that Mahogany was wild. People say she was wild, and she was the girl you'll see up underneath the bleachers during the game. And she did talk a little bit about that. But we also seeing that not much has changed in her character because she's still wild. Even being married, still wild. In my opinion, how you walking around with floss on, your boobs out, your belly out, pouncing on your husband in front of everybody? I already touched on that. Y'all know very well I don't approve of it. I feel like it's disrespectful to your boys. Of all people, they're going to see this eventually. Nothing goes away on the internet. Once it's there, it's there. It's not going to be deleted. And the fact that your husband is okay with parading you around like a trophy wife instead of treating you like a godly man should, he's okay with exploiting you too. You ain't even realized that, dumb. You ain't even woke up to that reality. I feel like people keep contacting me and keep it coming. Keep it coming because I'm the right one. Keep it coming because I'm going to look at the things that nobody else is looking at. This guy also told me that Justin had a best friend who considered him to be like his only close friend in the church, invited him to a wedding. Justin was supposed to be a part of the wedding, wasn't a part of the wedding, came to the wedding, avoided all them church people. Remember in my last video, I told y'all where them church folks at, because they know everything. They be knowing everything. And what I found out was he avoided all of them when he went to this wedding because some of them were there. He avoided all of them. Why? Because he doesn't like correction. He does not want to be rebuked. That is all the signs of a false prophet. A lot of them sit here and preach this man-made gospel, this gospel that's supposed to light your ears, not what you really want, not what you really need in order to be saved and have salvation and an actual relationship with God. No, we just gonna give you this made up, sugar-coated, make you feel good gospel. That way you'll keep giving us all your money, keep paying attention to us, or in his case, keep watching his videos, keep clicking on them and commenting on them and sending donations, A.K.A. money or gifts to them. And yeah, it's and their channel is all for people who don't know the Bible. If you know the Bible and you pay attention to them, you will know that they are false, that they are playing around and playing in people's faces. There is nothing godly about that man. Nothing at all. He sexualizes his wife. Word on the street is people questioning your sexuality and that she's your beard. All of these different things have been brought up. And I'm telling you right now, I feel bad for any church that was affiliated with him before and after all of this mess took place, because I know they really don't condone what he's doing. Now I know for a fact they don't condone what he's doing. In fact, they asking what's going on with him, what's going on with Justin. They want to know because he is out of control. If you think people don't watch YouTube, they do. If you think people don't see you in the news, they do. You are making yourself publicly known for being a public bunch of idiots, and it's being shown through y'all ignorance every day. Y'all make a video growing closer to nothing, because we ain't growing closer to the truth. You ain't addressed nothing, you ain't said nothing, you ain't did nothing. You just walking in circles and constantly keeping people clicking on y'all videos, because it ain't nothing but clickbait that y'all do. Y'all professional clickbaiters. And honestly, it takes away from the children, because that's what we came to y'all channel for. It was cool until it's not. And I'm just like, at this point, I'm just over it. I'm completely over it. I'm tired of seeing y'all doing this dumb stuff. But I still feel like it's my job to correct, to rebuke. Because at the end of the day, I would want somebody to tell me if I'm doing something wrong. And I feel like a lot of people feel like they can't say nothing because, oh, I got skeletons in my closet. And who are we to judge? First of all, people were lied to. People were stolen from. People were confused. I think it's your right, especially if you sent them things. I think it's your right to know the truth. And don't let them sit up here and put this facade out that you're not owed the truth, because yes, you are. You are a human being. You are a person with feelings. And the fact that he even came out his mouth about it's none of your business, we don't owe you nothing, this, that, and the third, is a complete slap in the face to y'all, to their subscribers. And I'm going to keep putting these videos out as long as they keep putting out that propaganda bullcrap that they're putting out that makes no sense, talking in circles. I'm going to keep putting these videos out. You want to know why? Because in doing so, I'm going to constantly keep exposing them, because I know new people come on their channel every day and they're not going to scroll down and look at all the bullcrap that they've been doing. They're only going to see the updated stuff, which is why so many people keep getting caught up in the Jacksons of Atlanta's web, because they're not going to scroll through and watch all them videos. They're not, unless they got time on their hands. That I'm here to tell you, I'm coming at them with razor blades and lemon juice. I'm not stopping, because they are not stopping. They've been on my radar for a while. Like I said, I was a faithful watcher of their channel. But what I'm not going to do is condone foolishness. And at the expense of thousands of people, no. So with that being said, guys, hopefully you like this video. Honestly, y'all, I got to get out of here. I got a doctor's appointment. You guys go ahead and click the subscribe button if you want to. If you don't like my content, that's fine too. Maybe this is not the channel for you, but however, if you do, go ahead and subscribe, click the like button, and definitely I love to read comments. So leave me a bunch of them. Okay. I got nothing but time right now. All right, guys, thank you so much. And toodaloo to the next vlog. Hey.